Alright guys, welcome back to Treetop Garage. Day number 3 of the 10 tools in 10 days challenge. Yeah, if you got a channel, or if you just finding me or whatever, this is a great little video series that you can do if you got some cool tools you want to show off or stuff you just use all the time that you maybe have that you like, or vintage stuff. That's kind of why I did it. But today we're going to do something really cool. And some of you guys, a lot of you guys that watch my channel at all have seen this thing a few times. But this is like the coolest tool in my shop, I think. This is something I've kind of always wanted to get, and it just so happened Mill Creek Fab Shop down the road had one, and he decided he wanted to sell it, and he offered it to me for a good price, and I said, hell yeah, I'll buy it, you know. So today we're going to do, it's a Craftsman 6-inch metal lathe. I think it's 6-inch. It's a small lathe, but it works great for small stuff and doing just regular small little things. And I've used it a few times. I've done a couple of videos on it. It works great. So I'm going to turn you guys around, and you guys, we're going to do a little video on just the lathe itself, and then we'll just wrap it up at the end. So if you guys have not yet done it, just give me a thumbs up. Definitely subscribe if you haven't done that yet. And yeah, give me a comment. I always answer all the comments. And yeah, so we'll be right back. Hold on, guys. All right, guys. So this is the, I want to say it's late 40s, early 50s possibly, Craftsman lathe, metal lathe. I actually got this, I don't know, probably about 6 months ago, maybe 4 or 5 months ago from Mill Creek Fab Shop. He actually got it, and he was willing to sell it, and so I got it from him for a pretty good deal. It works great. I got this automatic e-stop switch there. It's got all the noise you're hearing is mostly the gears rattling, but it's pretty tight. Doesn't really move like side to side or anything. It just moves a little bit this way, of course. But belt drive, motor. Of course, this is your tensioner right here. I do have some newer cutters with the ceramic cutters. I just haven't put it on yet because I haven't used this thing in a little bit. I've used it a few times. It works really good. I did go with a different tailstock. This one's actually adjustable. And also, I think it's in my toolbox over here, I have an actual drill chuck too that would go in this thing too. When I got it, this was what was on there, and it wasn't adjustable. Of course, the part that adjusts is missing here. So I ended up getting this one on eBay. And I mean, everything works really good. I cleaned it up, like the bed area for the ways was a little rusty. Cleaned it, scrubbed it all up real good, got it all cleaned up real nice. The only thing it's missing is the auto feed, for if you want to lock this in where it drives itself through here. I don't have the gears. You can get them on eBay, I just haven't done it yet. And also this quick change tool post came with it. It had the original lantern style one, but this quick change is adjustable, and it's just way nicer. So it also came, this is kind of cool, it came with the original paperwork, instructions. And when you guys seen the video, I built this table to mount this thing. And somebody said, well, why did you build it so heavy? You know, with the thick top, which actually, Joey over there had this top made for it, and I ended up getting it off of him later, once I got it. But I also did heavy duty, like oak surroundings here. The legs are hardwood. Either oak or maple, probably oak. But somewhere in this thing, I remember reading in here, and it says that the worktop for the bench should be no less than 1.5 inches. And I forget where I found that at. I was reading in here the one time, and it said that actually in this instruction booklet. It said the top should be at least 1.5 inches thick. And I think this is 1 3/4 inches. I may be wrong. I don't remember for sure. But that's why I went so heavy with the table, because it said in the instructions to do that. The one thing I did add was this pan to catch all the chips. I did have a smaller one because that's what I had already in the house. The wife had one she didn't want, and she gave it to me. But I found this pretty cheap somewhere, and I haven't used it. I put it in place, but I haven't actually done anything with this thing since I put this here. So that's why there's nothing in it. But it works really good. I've made a few things. I've made a few videos. I'm doing some things with it. Seems to work really good. I took what I could apart and lubed everything up. This one does have the little oil catch, little drippers and I put oil in there every time I use it. So yeah, it works great. It's pretty handy to have, actually. And like I said, I haven't used it a bunch, but for small stuff, especially doing stuff with motors and whatever else, like the first thing I made with it was, you guys saw, I made that the 460 and the F100 over here didn't have one of the locating pins for the transmission where it bolts on the motor. So I made one on here, and it worked out perfect. It was exactly perfect the way it worked out. So I did actually, like I said, I bought different cutters for it. I bought a set of them, and I really can't get to them right now because I got this stuff in the way, but there's ceramic insert style that go here instead of this. This is like an old school high-speed style cutter, high-speed steel, which works okay, but doesn't do as good as the newer style stuff, so I have a whole set of those to use if I need to, which I will change. Next time I use this thing, I will swap that out. But yeah, it's just a really cool old school, something that was not a lot of money. It actually works, like I said, it works perfect. I mean, it needs a little bit of, we cleaned it up. I cleaned it up as best I could, but obviously there's paint loss and stuff. It's old, but it works perfect. So, and this table works. It's very sturdy, no problems there. It didn't take me much to get it all together. I just didn't do anything with the legs as far as like a finish on them, which I want to do. I just haven't done it yet. This bottom thing, I just put the same color stain as this. You can see how much difference, because I didn't, obviously this hasn't been sanded. This is all rough cut. This has all been sanded and everything else. So this came out actually really nice, this tabletop. So, but yeah, just a quick little video on it. It's pretty cool. I really like it. It works really good. I have not used the drill chuck part of this yet. I haven't had a reason to use it yet, but I will at some point. And I'll probably make a video on when I do use it. But everything works good. I mean, everything moves really well. There's not a lot of play in anything. Everything is pretty tight on it. So that's cool. It works good. So yeah, I do plan on getting those other gears for it, for the automatic threading, and whether you can do threads, you could do automatic, whatever. But I just have not done it yet. So anyways, guys, be right back. Hold on. All right. So yeah, that's just a quick little video on that thing. It's really handy to have. If you need it, it's handy as hell to have. But sometimes, like I said, you don't always need it. It sits, a majority of the time. But if you need to make something, like a little piece of something, and round stock or whatever, it's perfect to have, just to take over there and just turn a few thousandths off of something or whatever. It's great for that. What I wouldn't mind finding is a vintage, tiny little mini milling machine would be great. But unfortunately, they're not cheap to find. I've looked a little bit, and I've seen a lot of stuff. And and a lot of people think, well, if you look behind me, I got a drill press right here, and a lot of people think that you can kind of use a drill press to do that, but you really can't. I've tried it in the past; it does not work. If you could find a really good XY bolt down, like a bed, it might kind of work, but it's not the same. It does not work as well as people think it does. And like I said, I've tried it numerous times. But yeah, so I wouldn't mind finding like a small little mini, milling machine, but they're just so much money. So whatever, I don't know. But it's just really cool having this thing. I've always kind of wanted something like this for a long time. Actually, for about the last 20 years, I've been wanting to get something similar to that. And I finally did get one, so it works out good. And I have used it a few times, and stuff I needed that I didn't just want to go buy. So yeah, so it's good to have. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, but it'll be something cool. And also, my regular video will be coming out. My regular Sunday video will be coming out tomorrow as well. My son wants to come over, and he wants to pull the straight 8 and automatic transmission out of that 50 Pontiac, which we're going to be putting the 350 and 6-speed manual in there. I don't know when we're going to do that, but not tomorrow probably, but in a few weeks probably from now, by the time we get everything prepped. So that'd be fun. So if you're just finding this and you want to see more cool stuff, there's going to be stuff on that. It's basically just a Pontiac Silver Streak, a 50 Pontiac that I bought. Actually, I traded for it a year and a half or so ago, maybe 2 years ago now. And I had it for a little bit, and I had plans for it. And my son, he came out here every weekend for probably a year helping me with the Studebaker. And I basically just decided to give him this Pontiac just for helping me, just to be just to give him something that he could have. So he's been, for a while now, been collecting parts. He's got this motor ready to go in. He got the trans bolted to it. He's got a 12-bolt GM 12-bolt rear axle for it. He's got a front axle for it, you know, a straight axle with all the suspension already on it and everything. He's turned into a gasser. I don't know if I mentioned that, but he's got a lot of cool parts, and he doesn't have a whole lot of money in it. It's pretty cool to actually see him getting all this stuff for this thing for almost nothing. I mean, he bought a lot of these parts for very cheap. So anyways, we'll go over that in another video, but thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe if you haven't done it. Give me a thumbs up for sure. Comment on the video if you want. I'll always answer all the comments. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next video.